Hello there, welcome everybody, it's Don here once more. So I've had a request from a subscriber asking me to make this magic trick. If there is anything at all that you would like me to try to make, then I'll be willing to take a look at it and have a go. But for this one, the horizontal block penetration magic trick. Bit of a mouthful, but this is what this is. Unfortunately, I don't know how it works. Which is a bit of a problem really when I'm supposed to be showing you how to make it. So what I've done, because I just can't fathom out how it is done, I've had to work out a way of doing it myself. So if it is the way that it's done, then fine, but if not, then I've invented a new way of doing it. So we'll see from the comment section later how I got on, but this is how to do the trick. I'll demonstrate it in a moment and then show you how to make it. So without further ado, let's get on with the trick then, and I'll show you what to do. So we've got a long black square tube, and there are two holes in the side, and then there's a slot in the top and a slot in the bottom for this full width blade to slot into, that will block off the whole of the inside of the tube. Okay, and we can look inside, nothing inside the tube, completely empty. And then we've got a cube that your audience can inspect. No impropriety at all. It's not a trick cube, just an ordinary cube. No trap doors. So if we were to put if I can find it, the blade into the slot like that, you can see that will block off the entire inside of the tube. And if we put our cube and try to pass that through, that's never ever going to pass that blade, like so. Okay, so if we take that out again, take out the blade, and now we can pass the cube through, all the way through, take it out this end and put it in this end, and you can see that's blocking the whole of the tube like so. And then take the blade again, put the blade in, if it will go in, please go in. Come on, there we go. Now then, if we were to entice the cube slowly, let it slide down slowly, you can see that, slide down slowly as far as the blade, and of course it won't go any further than that, but if we click our fingers, we can see the blade passing through the cube passing through the blade and right through the other side. And there we have the cube. So you've just witnessed the impossible. We can take the blade out, nothing in the box, completely empty. And that's the trick. So we've passed a cube through a blade, solid blade. Okay. So thank you for watching. If the rest of the video will be how to make it, what to do, all the tricks of the trade, all the dimensions and everything you'll need to know if you'd like to make your own version of the same trick. Okay, so let's get on with the video then and see how it's done. So we're going to need 4 pieces of card like this that will make up our square tube. So I'll come back to that in a moment. In the meantime, we need 2 cubes, and this is a 2 1/4 inch cube. So all the dimensions everywhere 2 1/4 or 5.7 centimeters, something like that. And this is the cube that your audience can inspect, that there's nothing wrong with. And then we need another cube that is the same size, but they're at top and bottom, or two of the sides, whatever, are thin card with a couple of magnets to latch it up like that and like that, so that that's going to lay flat when it's inside the tube like that. Okay, so 2 cubes like that, and then this part we need 4 pieces 14 inches long, or 35.5 centimeters, and then 2 pieces by 2.5 inches, or 6.5 centimeters, and then the other 2 pieces are going to be a slightly different size, but for the time being we need these 2 pieces that size. Find the center line, so 7 inches, and then 5/16 either side, about 7 millimeters, something like that. And then we need 1 inch and 3/16 circle. I've used the top of a little paint pot. It just happens to be 1 inch and 13/16. Sorry, 1 inch and 3/16. So I need to cut those out, 2 holes there. And then we need this thing, which is another piece of card, 8 3/4 or 22.5 centimeters by 2 inches or 5 centimeters. This is going to be the when these holes are cut up, this center part is going to represent the cube passing the holes like that. Okay, so we need that dimension, so the center line again, and then I've only made it 2 inches wide. It doesn't need to be exactly the width of the cube, but a couple of inches is fine. And then this section needs to be the distance between those 2 circles, so it's like that, or just a little bit longer. So whatever the dimension between those 2 outside parts of the circle is, then this must be just a little bit wider. All will become apparent. So then I'm going to cut this out and cut this shape out, this rectangle, and when these are cut out, it's going to sit on the back like that with 2 pieces of card, again same thickness, top and bottom like that, and then a thin piece of card on the top, so that it makes like a track for this to move up and down. So I can move it up and down the track like that. Okay, so if I glue it together, then you'll see exactly what I mean. So I'll do that first of all, cut the circles out, cut those out, and then glue these pieces on. And I'll be back in just one moment. So I've cut the 2 rectangles out of this piece of card and the 2 circles out of this piece. Then stuck those thin pieces on either end, the same width as this card, and then a wider piece of thinner card over the top, so that it makes for a track for this to move quite freely like that. And it looks, if I start from this end, I can make that move all the way across the 2 circles like that, and my finger will be inside the tube, just operating it quite easily like that, and you can even make it go uphill like that. Okay, so I need to paint the inside of all 4 pieces black and then stick all 4 pieces together. Of course, well, it'll be like that, and then this will be on the top in the middle like that, for a blade to slot into. So I've cut my slot on the top there. Again, this is just a piece of card sprayed silver, 2 pieces of card on the end painted black. That will make a decent blade, and that will go through almost the whole width of the whole tube. So it will be quite impossible for a cube to pass through. And I've made the cubes look a little bit better now, just stuck some glitter paper on, and this one also with the 2 sides that fold down. This will go, when this is painted black, all I've got to do is put that on there, fold that round, and then that will look as though it's the cube passing the holes. Okay, so I'll stick these 4 pieces together. Spray the inside black first, and this black. Stick them all together, and again we'll see exactly what it looks like then. Okay, so I glued those 4 pieces of card together to make up my tube like that. Sprayed it black, and then just put a bit of decoration on the front there like that. Okay, so the preparation before the trick, we want the tube with the flaps that come down inside the gimmick like that. So that will sit in there, and then we can show the audience the cube, and inside that there's nothing in there. It's a completely empty tube. The audience can inspect this cube, that there's nothing untoward about it, no trapdoors. It's not a trick cube at all. And then with the blade, we can put that in the gimmick like so, and show all around, and then prove that this cube will not pass that blade. Quite impossible for it to pass the blade like that. Okay, so then we take the blade out, close one side of the cube, ease the other side to close, and then pass this cube all the way through, and then take out this cube. So we've got the good cube left in the tube like that. Bring this round to the other end. Now we could just put that into this end of the tube, but what would make up for an additional reveal at the end is if we could lower that side like that, show that the cube is in the tube like so, and then lower this second end, so that at the end of the trick we can show that the tube is empty again. So a second reveal, if you like. But anyway, so what we do then, now we can pretend or show that we're moving the cube down, and then put the blade in once more, and then show that we're easing the cube up to the blade like that, and then with the snap of the fingers we can show the cube passing through the blade like that. Okay, and then take the cube out this end, and then we can take the blade out and show an empty cube. Okay, I think that's it. Now I will admit it will take a bit of practice to get it right, and a good routine with this trick is needed. So more time than I've got to work out a routine, but that's the basics of the trick. As long as we've got the 2 cubes and this passing quite freely like that. So that's the essence then of what I think this trick is. Like I said at the beginning, I don't know. So maybe in the comments someone will let us know. Okay, so thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you have a go at making one yourself. I must admit, I've had more fun making this probably than any of the other 100 videos that I've posted so far. I think this is quite unique, and I like the way this works. Okay, so have a go yourself. Let me know how you get on. In the meantime, if you don't mind, would you please subscribe to the channel? I'd be very grateful if you did, and you'll be informed when new videos come along. So until the next video, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.